6:21 p.m. September 27th, 2023. And again, I called the Judicial Oversight Committee in Congress and left a message. And I called the Weaponization Committee about Bill Deagle, the whistleblower from Schriever Space Force Base, who said they're way out of control. They brag about owning every inch of space up to Mars, and they've weaponized space. They've weaponized it to such a degree that they have drones up there and satellites and space stations that they keep all their UAPs up there, unidentified aerial phenomena. And they're dabbling in directed energy weapons, and they're attacking innocent people. I told them about it. I told the Judicial Oversight Committee to please pay attention to targeted justice in the 5th Circuit of New Orleans and all the criminal activity that the rogue element of the DOJ is doing by calling delegations, which are actually irrefutable and absolute evidence. They call it fantastical. They joke about it while people are dying and being tortured to death. And then the judge just took their words, didn't even look at the evidence, and called it fantastical. When you can clearly see, if you go to Targeted Justice newsletter on Substack, and you look at Dr. Len Bear and his weekly podcast, you will see all the criminal activity going on in this country. And you will see how the legal documents are being changed from terrorist screening database list to terrorist screening data set. Now, the criminals are purposely changing the wording in the legal documents to change the whole meaning of the lawsuit because they're criminal. And they have wiped out some of Anna Toledo's computer. When she writes things, they erase it. These criminals and treasonous bastards have actually invaded our privacy. They shut down our computers. My other computer was shut down. They keep us from information. I had to go to the library to get the information I wanted because it wouldn't come up on my computer. So these criminals are trolling people. They get into their cell phones and their websites, hack into it, and then they illegally, like fascists, military fascist dictators, take over the writings of what we're saying and throw away our evidence. So I let them know very clearly that all this needs to be investigated. I said, I want this to be taken seriously, targeted justice. I said Dr. Len Bear has absolute and irrefutable evidence of being targeted with directed energy weapons with Havana syndrome, diagnosed by the same team that diagnosed the CIA agents. And while we're lollygagging along and dancing around, acting like, well, God, I gotta protect myself and my family at the expense of the world and the planet and everybody else, what cowards you are. Anybody that's in public office, take an oath, and they are there to defend our Constitution, our Bill of Rights, and our democracy. They're not there only about the money and about protecting themselves. That's not what it's about. And the people in there don't have the guts to stand up for what our democracy is and the truth of our country, then get the fuck out of office. Because we need people in there that are going to defend our life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness.